Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the Season 1 finale, the championship match, what we've all been waiting for. I'm here, Couch Pilot Jack, not in it, of course, because I suck. Also sucking in with me,
Couch Pilot Trevor.
and a special guest for today's battle, one of our competitors, the second seed.
It's Devlin, otherwise affectionately known as Ellie.
Devlin is here to
First
record.
week we're like, who's Ellie?
Yeah.
We need to get out of here.
Exactly.
Why are we playing
Why does
some
this
girl?
random girl know all of our
Codes.
link codes? No,
That's
Devlin
funny.
is here to help commentate on his own match because unlike your normal host, he was good enough to make it.
Correct.
He was the second seed facing the first seed Cam today. There was no Cinderella stories, no
literally like the
underdogs.
NBA.
This is the NBA. We
Yeah.
knew who was going to make it. They made it. No one's surprised. Only having a pair of losses between the two of them. Devlin, your one loss actually came to Cam.
Yeah,
so this
it's
is a
the
bit
Cam.
of revenge for you.
Correct.
How are you going to get it?
Yeah, go ahead and
Walk
explain
us through your team, man.
So I'm bringing a Focus Sash Noivern because I think he's been using Whimsicott in a lot of his games.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got Focus Sash. I think it'll be a Noivern versus Whimsicott lead. If he doesn't bring Whimsicott, I don't know what I'm going to lead with. I'm really banking on him bringing Whimsicott. And so it'll be a Noivern Whimsicott lead. And either I'll set up Tailwind and he'll hit me with a Moonblast and I'll be fast to the next turn.
Flamethrower for the kill.
Yeah, well, Hurricane. I think they both kill Hurricane and Flame.
Whimsicott's not beefy.
Yeah, no. And then if he sets up Tailwind first round and I set up a Tailwind, I'm still faster under Tailwind.
Sure.
I should be. But even if I'm not, I still have a Focus Sash. And so I'm planning on taking Whimsicott out early and then just...
Old Haggis.
And see,
Yeah.
I
you were
love that
telling
he
us.
nicknames his Pokemon.
I'm gonna do it next
What a
season.
child.
So, you didn't have Umbreon in your first match. You were
I
telling
didn't.
us. So
Yeah.
we didn't know that until he got here today, and he was like, "When I played Cam the first time, I didn't have Umbreon. Umbreon was the guy that I hated the most on your team.
Yeah.
So I still hate him to this day. In fact, I can't look at him. I'm not looking at the screen right now.
Yeah, week one, Doublade just tore me a new one. I didn't have a Doublade counter because I brought Steelix instead, and I didn't have Flamethrower on Noivern. And so my only option coming down was to burn it and Strength Sap it. And I didn't have Hex either. I had Nightshade, so I was just doing set damage
Yeah.
every turn. And he
Instead
just
of the double damage.
Yeah, and he just outstalled me and ended up winning with Doublade. first
Now,
game.
we know...
Got anything different
I was
besides
going to
like, the
say
Noivern set?
Serena.
Yes,
Yeah, you changed Serena a little
so
bit.
Serena, this is my fault. I didn't completely EV train her, so she's been slower than she should be. I took off High Jump Kick, put on U-Turn, because High Jump Kick was really only there for Tyranitar, and Power Whip knocks out a max defense, max HP Tyranitar anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
plus
the
you can
grass-
avoid pulling a
Yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah.
high jump kicking into a protect and then dying like an idiot.
Yeah, because the grass weakness, the stab with Power Whip. Power Whip's what? A 1...
It's like 130, 120.
130, 120
Yeah.
move. Yeah, it's super powerful.
All right,
So,
let's start
yeah,
connecting.
120. Yeah,
While we hook up with Cam, we
Have a
hit
giveaway.
80 subs and we have giveaways.
we have giveaways.
Giveaways for all of our loyal fans who know and love us.
So I'm giving away my entire shiny team except for Charizard.
Yeah,
Because Charizard's my favorite.
Charizard's your guy.
I can't give away a shiny Charizard. But
half
I did
of our
hatch,
fam just went, "Aw."
I know, but I did hatch a shiny Charmander to make up for it.
So you are giving away shiny Charizard.
Yeah, but
Okay.
shiny Charmander. But yeah, same thing. Just not my
It's not yours.
Charizard.
Not
Yeah,
There's a special bond there.
there is. He's my favorite.
Okay, I will be giving away none of my shinies because I don't shiny farm and I have none.
You have Gyarados.
I have I'm not giving away Gyarados.
You gotta give him back though.
No way.
No,
He's not on loan. He's my boy. He's my boy. We've shared moments.
I've got a shiny Trevenant in Pokemon Home if anybody wants.
Whoa, wait a
The
minute.
white Trevenant?
You
Yeah,
have
he's cool.
the Werewood Trevenant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
have
cool.
the white. I have the white shiny Trevenant.
Bro, I'll
Right.
enter that sweepstakes. That's,
Hey,
that's my
if
favorite shiny.
Someone comments for Deb to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll just-
actually 5 comments for
No,
the
just
shiny
one.
Trevenant.
Just one.
No way. I mean, sorry that your Pokemon are cheap tricks. All right, Dev, his Pokemon are classy ladies. They don't
Oh,
go out for
absolutely.
more than 5 subs.
So stay tuned. We'll get connected with Cam.
All right, guys, we're hooked up. This is it. We are not doing best 2 out of 3. It is one match and one match only. Mistakes are fatal, and this is for the trophy.
Jack,
Yes,
you
they
want to
are.
make a wager?
I.
You want to make a wager? 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 You want to make
Yeah, for the content. I'll bet 5 on Cam.
All right.
Sorry, Devlin.
No, it's all good.
I mostly
Alright.
make that bet because he claimed you
Yeah, he
beforehand.
claimed-
Yeah, I did.
He
That's
said
fine.
$5.
I did.
That's fair.
If I could, this isn't how bets work, but I would have turned and
Okay,
said, no,
so he-
I have $5 on Devlin.
He didn't bring Whimsicott, which bothers me.
So he's going to lead Shuckle.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll bring Umbreon because it's got Taunt, and so he won't be able to.
Get more than one
And it's
real.
got Synchronize, so if he Toxics me, it'll Toxic his own.
Nice.
Shut.
That's his ability?
Yeah.
Hey, I meant to ask you about this. I saw it. I didn't know what it does. What does Serena's ability do?
It prevents priority moves from being used on it.
Oh, that's...
I never
So
knew that.
it also
That's
could have
handy.
been a Whimsicott counter because Whimsicott gets priority with Prankster.
With Prankster, yeah.
So-
But Prankster doesn't work on dark Pokemon either, so Umbreon
Yeah.
could have gone out
So-
there and not
Sure.
had it.
But she could Moonblast Umbreon and
Correct.
take like 40%.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at his 6. Who did you expect and who is new to you? Obviously, Shuckle instead of Whimsicott. Did you expect Gardevoir?
I did not expect
You mean
that
Gallade.
other thing. Yeah,
Gallade, sorry. Yeah.
No, I did not
Gallade.
expect Gallade. I love my trainer card, by the way.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
a nice touch, yeah.
Cam hasn't changed his at all.
Yeah.
Oh, why would he? Why change anything if you can? As I said earlier off mic, he knows he's good.
He changed in the
Chia?
first town.
Yeah.
He is Shuckle. He knows he's good and I hate him for it.
All right, here we
I
go.
do. Okay, so this is, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
straight up, go for top. First
Yeah.
Because does he even have an attack on Shuckle?
He might have Infestation, which he might use here, but
But that's a status move in its own right. And does that
kinda,
work?
but it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm switching out hard because Umbreon hits like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's very true.
But, well, I'm not
We'll
going to say
probably
there's
bring-
no coaching. Remember, don't over-explain. You're going to
Yeah.
overthink.
Yeah.
You're going to pull a classic
But
Jack.
this is what he does in his real battle, so let him work through his
Yeah.
process.
I'm gonna go Sylveon.
Help a
I
constant
think
not
he'll
to
bring
his
out
brush.
Gallade.
So already, I mean, this is a win for you, I think.
Yeah.
That's a...
He's knockoff. That fucking sucks.
Would you have throat spray? Driver
No,
voice?
Choice bands.
Okay, well that actually opens up
But
some
yeah,
options
it does.
for you, though.
It does open me up a lot. He's probably got. I don't know what he has.
Dude, Hyper Voice hits so hard.
Yeah.
What did you
whatever he
have-
sends out, unless he sends out Doublade, which doesn't.
Like,
bother me
I
at all.
got Sylveon this time, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
You're about it?
Because she's
About
not
it?
that fast either, so she works well with a tripper.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought about running Speed Switch against your team on my Alolan Raichu, just so you'd set up Trick Room and then I'd Speed Switch and.
I have Trick Room on like 5 people though, so couldn't I just do
That-
it back and forth?
You wanted more from that. So he is both...
I can set it up.
He's just
so
gonna.
many
He's just gonna sack Shuckle is what he's gonna do. I think.
I mean, yeah, because obviously knockoff is his only attack move.
different- Shook off the top.
Did he?
Just said it. It's only 2. It's only 2. I think.
I'm not in trouble.
Isn't it
I'm
2?
not too worried about
I think it's 2.
I thought it was.
I thought it was
3 or 4.
Yeah.
We'll see.
2 to 4.
I thought it said he regained
It
health
might be
with
2 to 4.
leftovers.
Yeah. It's like any status move. You can come back
If he uses knockoff again here, I'll check with Y and see if he's still taunted. So he's probably gonna send out Doublade. It means like Demon King.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
See, this is
yeah. No,
things we need to know.
That old ruse, yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
would have been
I'm-
like,
Of course.
we would have been like, honestly, if it was me and Jack, we'd been like, what is it? Sushi?
Yeah.
Sushi
Onigiri.
cutter?
Actually, I believe onigiri is a type of sashimi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. He's
But-
the chef,
well,
obviously.
I know Oni means demon.
Yeah.
Like,
Learned that from Mortal Kombat.
well, I learned it because I'm learning Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, that's way more impressive than my thing.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So let's see what he does. He probably goes for Gyro Bomb.
Okay.
Not gonna hit me because I'm very slow shit.
Doublade is pretty beefy, though.
I wish I would have brought knockoff on this thing. But just foul play it.
And
They'll probably send out Tyranitar just because it's.
Take a mutual.
Yeah. Well, it's not neutral. It's not very effective.
he left him out?
It's weird.
Really?
Didn't-
That's also...
That is
I expected
Oh, it's
that...
got Brick Break.
I
didn't know
expected that to kill. But either way, you're up. I mean...
Yeah.
And you have the speed and the leftover.
Yeah.
It looks good. Looking good.
So does he? I think he expected that to kill.
By the way, if no one has noticed yet, we are in the championship and we're at the final gym.
We are. This is.
We got the final gym where everything happens.
Whatever his name, Rohan.
Yeah.
Ryan. I'm calling him Ryan.
The game knew
Ryan
that what we were doing today.
Yeah.
It knew.
I do wish you could pick your stadium sometimes, but I do think the randomness is.
Can you
cool
not?
I think the
No,
randomness
you
is
can't.
Because I would pick Ghost every time. I like the Ghost stadium.
Oh, the crowd is hyped though. They've never seen action like this.
Oh, these copy and pasted faces.
I know they're not. Dude, they're still better than EA.
Look at those
games.
paper cutouts.
Yeah,
that are in the
still better.
background.
No, they're still better
Here
than
comes-
EA games.
Yeah, like Madden.
Madden is
2K, they're
terrible.
bad.
Also, I love, and I mentioned this in like half of our videos. I love.
That's a
Boom!
That's a-
And down goes Frazier. Wow!
I didn't know foul play would kill the leg like that.
Well, it
Well, why
calculates
is he-
based off the opponent's attack stats. So
Oh,
it's
so-
probably a max attack delay.
Why is he bringing Cam? What are you doing, friend?
Oh man,
You've seen foul play.
That's
You knew.
big for me.
Because I knew foul play was attack, and that's why I didn't want to put
Here comes
Grimmsnarl
Tyranitar.
against you. Because I was going to get wrecked. But then
That's-
I'm dark move, and I didn't realize that I'd take it out.
Okay, so here's my dilemma. Do I predict that he tries to go for DD and taunt him, or do I protect and scout what he's going to do? So that's my question. And also, you can't coach, so
I
I'm
can't coach.
definitely talking to myself.
And
Yeah,
if I
just talk out
did
loud.
coach, you wouldn't want to take the advice anyways.
He ran.
This is all a prediction. That's what
Yeah,
this
he
is.
ran DD last game. If
I
he
would
sets
say-
up more than one DD, it's game over. Ah, heavy slam.
I would say cheat and just hit Dynamax right now.
But Umbreon's attack. So. Yeah, Dynamax.
Just cheat Dynamax.
There have been a few times where like I've been practicing with my teams on mine. Yeah, and I'm like, wait, I can't do
I mean,
this.
Yeah,
I voted Dynamaxing for the new season.
I
was
should
one of the
have.
only ones.
I
Did
should
you
have.
not? You didn't?
I didn't
Just 'cause
because I'm
I'm
old school.
I think
I'm
it was
a
just me and
Gen
Cam because
Oneer.
it was two of
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Well,
Exactly right.
Because there was only 2 votes for it, maybe 3, and I think it was me and Cam.
Well, actually, it was me because I switched. Like I said, my immediate instinct was like, "No, fuck that."
Then we did get.
But I'm a rainy day team.
It was 5-3
Rainy day team
in Giant.
feeds
Gigantamax.
off of Dynamax because any Pokemon with Max Geyser can reset Rain for Switch. So I kind of regret not voting that, even though I know in my heart of hearts that it was what I wanted to do. I don't like Dynamax.
Well, we would have no G-Maxed people. Like, you couldn't
Sure.
G-Max, but you could Dynamax.
Sure.
You know, we would make it be like that.
Okay, so my thing is,
Yeah, let's get back to the match.
I want to toxic him, and if he goes for Doublade, that sucks for me.
Do you think he has?
He's definitely got Earthquake or Earth Power.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think he
That
has?
probably kills.
No,
Oh
no.
no, it's
a little
close.
beefy.
I was gonna say, do you think he has weakness policy for the Scald?
I hope not.
He definitely is running weakness policy because, honestly, when he did that first move, Heavy Slam,
Yeah,
I thought he
didn't do
might
a
have been
ton.
choiced.
Yeah, it didn't do a ton.
It didn't do a ton. So I would assume weakness policy.
So Cam's gonna hate me, but I'm definitely thankful about that right here.
Well, yeah, this is what you're.
But
This is
see-
what you do in singles, and
Now I expect.
I've played doubles
I
like my whole
fully
life, so it's
expect-
just different for me going back to singles.
I fully expect the Dragon Dance here.
But if he
should-
weren't attacking, if he weren't attacking, that means
See, that's weird. I mean, I probably wouldn't have guessed it, but Cam is experienced and getting competitive. I honestly, he probably should have seen that coming. I expected a Dragon Dance from him.
I think he's worried about his tournament today. He's playing in that League of
That's-
Legends tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's a
But he's
D-
had 2 weeks to set up for this.
He's distracted. You don't get the hit off.
if he's a DD set, that sucks for me.
We haven't seen it yet.
But you have a lot of counters. You have, I mean, 2 super effective moves there. You got a fighting move on Noivern. But you just can't let him get it off. You gotta hit him now. So what do you do?
But what if if he's running weakness policy, because I haven't seen what he's running. And so I'm definitely,
You can have poison, so you can use
I'm gonna go for a recover.
I honestly thought you were going to switch to Noivern.
Dark Pulse. He probably expected
Switch.
that kills. That's big.
I mean, Dark Pulse is stab, and it's...
Yeah, and Toxapex is physically bulky. I didn't expect it for
Which is weird, because he did the special attacking move with Tyranitar.
Now see, that sucks, but you're still up. You're not only up because
It's
he...
1-1, right?
I mean, it is 1-1, but you have a poison Tyranitar.
Which is...
If he's running weakness policy with that toxic, he's not going to survive a super effective hit anyways.
Correct.
So, weakness policy is pretty much out the window here. You just need something that's faster. And a sandstorm as well.
Yeah. So
So, fuck them up, Kyle. Get them. Get them.
So here's the thing.
Look, think long, think wrong. It's been my strategy all year.
He almost always goes for double aid on my Serena switch-ins. So I'm going to try and keep momentum. Yeah, so I'm going to try and keep momentum and... Oh, that's shuffle. Okay, that's weird.
He's going to try to set up his stuff.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
Shuckle's what? Rock
You
and
fool!
Yeah, that's right.
He's like a mold Pokemon. Looks like a barnacle. What I've always thought, and I hate that the best team in our league has him on it. Like no Pokemon that looks like that should be good. And I hate that.
He's really good in singles. He's awful in doubles.
I want to taunt here, but I think I'm okay with getting one set of Stealth Rocks. I really don't want Umbreon to die from whatever comes in. Yeah, and then I'll taunt.
Stealth Rocks is easy. It's not terrible to deal with, honestly.
There you go.
Ace, the one who trains. Oh, Gastrodon. I wonder what he's running on Gastrodon.
I don't know, but a taunt would have been worthless because he knows going in to hit.
Especially bringing in Gastrodon against Umbreon.
Gastrodon, super hard. It's got recovery. That's probably.
Yes, it does. You had Gastrodon this time, right?
I still regret it.
You want
Not because
Gastrodon?
I should have taken Swift Swim Size-a-Toad. I did not realize, and we talked about this in the draft video, I yelled this into the mic at the top of my fucking voice. I didn't realize that Storm Drain affects your own attacks. Now, with that being said, though, that's also not a bad way to build up a special attacking Gastrodon.
No, because you can literally just raise it everything.
Right. Now, but that being said, though,
Yeah, because
I'm cutting out moves like Fish's Friend.
Yeah.
And things from Ludicolo. Like, I have
But
other
like, if you
powerful
do like a
moves.
surf, you're hitting both the people on the other side, and Gastrodon's getting a boost.
I think Storm Drain sucks in all.
It does suck in all of surf.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
That is awful.
It's
See, that's
awful.
where you needed a water drain instead of Storm Drain.
Oh, it's trying to burn.
Or water absorb.
Water absorb
Because
instead of
water
Storm
absorb
Drain,
goes
yeah,
up and heals.
But it's alright because I have dry skin, Toxic Croak.
That's true.
And that's gonna be big.
Toxic Croak looks cool.
What did he
So you
just
got
go
your
for?
wish.
Stop.
You got your wish. He's probably trying to get the burn because knowing y'all, you'll fucking get it. Hate you.
Dude. Cam wasn't that lucky against me, actually, with some of his moves.
So,
Oh, I don't have Magical Leaf on Sylveon. Oh my gosh, that's a...
okay, so...
But I want to just sit here and... If he switches, that's fine.
Does our championship round go to Tom? I hope not.
I know I'm playing Stolly, but I really don't want to. Oh, that's lucky. But
John Henry has way too many hours on Fortnite, honestly. Except for, I don't know how.
I don't even want to know how many I have in like Apex, though. Let's be honest.
Not nearly. I would venture
I think
to bet
Maddy has
less than 20% of John Henry Fortnite hours.
I bet Maddy has more than me.
And he gets the burn. I told you he was lucky.
Yeah,
He's a lucky
yeah.
bitch. Of course he would
me
be.
But
and
it's
Cam
synchronized,
are
though.
both lucky. So.
Hey, it pays to be
SOBs.
lucky, let's be honest.
So do you think he knew he was walking into a synchronized there? It doesn't seem like it. Why would you try to go for a burn?
Because Synchronize isn't really like common.
What is his
Gastrodon
other...
faster than
Yeah,
Serena?
his hidden ability is steadfast. No. But Power Whip's accuracy,
It's 85.
it's not great. I hope he doesn't go for Ice Beam. And I hope he doesn't burn if he goes for Scald. Because if he burns, that's fine.
It's true, because
Well, he's
you
not...
use-
If he gets
you
it
go down to,
twice in a
Earth
row...
Power. That's not very effective, I don't think.
go for like
Yeah,
85%
grass.
on that, so it's not so bad.
Oh,
Earth
it's got
Power.
Life Orb. Oh, I probably should have been paying attention. I should have known that.
Yeah, we were talking about John Henry's Fortnite hours.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't important. Nah, this is casual. It's not the championship or nothing.
No big deal.
If he brings in Haxorus, that's a problem. But
True, but I mean, it's not going to be super effective. You're still going to... A free hit on one of his sweepers is good. It's big. And I
probably goes
think
Haxorus
you're right.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
are
Haxorus.
you a psychic? Are you a magician?
Dude, I love the Beast Ball on Haxorus.
The
though.
Beast Ball shiny Haxorus. That's flex if I've ever seen it.
Right.
You know,
That's him. He's saying, I'm better than you and I know it.
Which I just gave away my
But see, look at
Beast
that,
Ball
though.
Slowpoke.
Look at that. That's nothing to scoff at.
I can't say anything.
So
But now he's going to go look at what he has.
it's times like these where I wish I had Draco Meteor on Noivern.
Did you not put it back on?
No, because it was too late. Because I was
one counter.
I was banking on him bringing whatever it was.
Yeah. On one spot.
I really.
You've got options here, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring in Corsola, see if I can get a burn or strength step off.
Well, if you strength step, then he's worthless. I've learned that.
Unless he's got a DD set.
Many times.
Substitute.
Can you strength step a substitute? How does that work?
It does not. It doesn't break the sub.
That's hopefully he doesn't. Should I set up blocks? I'm just gonna see if
you talked in the pregame about how he doesn't have.
Yep. He's got sword stance. That's a problem.
Sub-sword.
Well, yeah, but you break substitute.
I don't think
You strength step.
Because
Correct.
Corsola hits like a win.
Yeah, she does. And it has to be 1/4 of the opponent's
Wow,
HP.
that's terrible.
But also, Corsola's big and beefy, so if he sets up again, I break the sub.
You could also get a curse body.
Yeah.
You could get a curse body.
If he curse body his attack.
I calced it after me and John Henry's game. Whatever it is.
Wow, he didn't go for an extra setup. He's got a straight Dragon Claw.
Which is fine. But,
there you go.
That's what I'd love to see.
At
There you
30%, I'm
go.
telling you guys are just lucky suckers. You know how many
he's got
times
Shell Bell.
I had 2 people with Cursed Body and it never got it. I swear. I didn't get it very much.
Now,
I don't think your
here's the
Pokemon
thing.
are trained well is the problem.
Yeah, that's
You
probably
should have hit the gym.
Yeah.
So he probably resubs, so I'm gonna go for Neuburn because he doesn't have anything that can. And then I'll probably actually set up a Tailwind.
Wait, does Dragon Claw not kill?
Well, it's disabled. It's a curse
Disabled.
bot.
Oh.
Because Nana Boo Boo.
Yep. So
And that's gonna be
Neuvern's
so
got
low.
Infiltrator. Neuvern's faster than.
Yeah, because it can go through the sub.
So what? They both have terrible accuracies. Y'all are gonna kill me for this, but I'm gonna
You
count
only
something.
need one. I do hate you for it. Yeah. That's much- I'm glad that I finally get to say that to your face.
I think it's 110.
It's so good. Like you
Yeah,
can
with
look,
110.
look
right?
me
No.
in the
No,
eyes
Focus
as I
is
say
stronger.
that I hate you for what you do. Who
Just
you are as a person
How hard does
bothers me.
flamethrower
Yeah, there's a flamethrower kill.
Flamethrower. If he's not defensively invested, Flamethrower doesn't.
Clearly, the excitement is overwhelming.
Yes. Very.
Yeah.
I told her she could stay home if she wanted. She didn't. I think that helps. Yes.
Infiltrator's huge against sub.
Yeah. No. I love Infiltrator.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Do you think he knew that? Do you
I-
think
I
he
don't,
knew?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's. Or he may have known that it was going to hit and just like accepted it. Because what's the point of switching out Haxorus if you know it's just going to die?
I have a
When it comes
feeling
back
that this communication bubble is going to take a second because he is pissed. He is pissed.
Especially with he had Haxorus set up too
he's got-
with a sub. He was ready just to
He's got Ice Beam.
destroy.
Now, Cam's not here, but you are. So I gotta ask, and maybe this is too soon. Let me know if I'm overstepping.
Sure.
If you win, how are we gonna celebrate?
Well, I have to drive back home, so I can't drink. Actually, I mean, Kelsey, I don't drink, actually.
Because I don't drink.
Well, you probably could have led with that.
Yeah.
It's probably more important.
So
You got some
He expected
heroin.
Serena
in
there.
there.
Definitely suspected you'd go Serena. In the last one.
Yeah, I know. He got me a lot with that first game. Well, not a lot.
Yeah,
Just
not
a
today,
nice game
Cam.
kills.
Not today, Cam. Yeah, he got you once. I'll
See, the
say.
best thing about our battles is we can go back and look at what people have.
Yeah, it didn't serve me at all.
Now,
So he's got.
God, that
gotta-
Ezra game still hurts my heart.
Tell me about it, man. Who was it that was it Ez that I lost? The one game I could have won, I lost to Poison.
Yeah, you lost a poison on the last
On
turn,
Ez.
and if you would have just switched, you would have won.
Probably just switched.
Cam's
yeah.
probably real mad at me. I don't
Don't
think
be.
I've.
First off, don't apologize.
Yeah.
Don't, you know.
Oh, I'm not apologizing. Cam,
oh, okay.
Don't-
minutes
I'm
left.
not.
Don't
yeah.
worry, brother. I'm
There's
not
only
apologizing.
2 minutes left in this match.
And I am up on Pokemon. But that does not mean I'm going to sit here and stall. Because as much as it seems like I would want to do that, that makes me feel gross. So,
Oh, now you have a problem with it.
So I'm just
No,
going
I feel like he always didn't have a problem with it, but he wanted to win.
Yeah.
So it
I'm
is
gonna
what it
foul
is.
play here. I think I'm in a favorable enough position. I know Gastrodon doesn't have a ton of physical attack. That's fine. I'll just-
Gastron's a special attack.
whatever
for
comes
sure.
in, I'll get
I
Wish
just
Heal.
realized you had the burn. That's why I didn't do that much.
Ah, yeah.
Because you had the
yeah,
burn
it
on
halves
under
his
you.
attack.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
his attack. It has. Well, I think it's like 70. You do 75% with a burn, or 80 or something.
Healing Corsola is
Big. Big, because, I mean, again, most of... So he has Tyranitar left.
yeah.
And luckily you already got rid of Haxor, so Tyranitar Strength Sap
Strength Sap.
hurts. Like, that's...
Oh, what? Did Wish fail because there was no Pokemon to receive it?
No, I think it's at the end of this turn.
It's
isn't
always
it?
the beginning. I don't know. It's
Oh,
very-
that's big. That's very big. That shouldn't hurt too bad.
Oh, it might.
Because he's got life.
Of course he gets the burn.
Well, and he's
But
dead.
he's-
though.
Well, burn
gonna-
does kill him.
He's
Yeah.
going to die.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, the burn will kill him.
Cool.
God, what a match.
I mean,
What
just
a
back and
match.
forth.
This is amazing.
Back and forth. See, this is where I wish we had tournament style. Pokemon community, if you're watching this, give me a code where I can set up tournaments.
Yeah.
Because we are a YouTube channel, and we hate that we get timed out.
Yeah, we'd love to just be able to have 20 turns per person, not 20 turns total.
Yeah. Well, what it is it's 10 minutes, and if you run out of your 10-minute timer selecting moves, you automatically lose the
Okay,
turn.
so I have 3 fainted Pokemon. He has 3 and a half-dead Tyranitar. He might... No, there's no way. So, no. I just stalled the game out. So, sorry.
What's the last move?
Sorry, Cam.
Wow.
But-
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all
Hell
she
yeah.
fucking wrote. Season 1 in the books. Cameron.
Oh, man.
4-3.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Woo. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's,
Sorry.
it's
Yeah, social distance. Yeah, nux.
Nuts.
Well, that's it.
That's it. Oh, wait.
That's about as well as we could end it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was back and forth. That was a tight match. I wish, like you
Good.
said,
Like, we had more time. I wanted to
Yeah.
see how it
I
would
just...
end,
Yeah,
you know?
I
It just
really...
sucks.
I really don't like having to...
to win via stall,
Yeah.
but it was a win.
Cam wants to get on Discord and do his post-game right now.
Okay,
So.
sounds
But
good.
yeah, we're gonna hear
So
from
stay tuned,
Cam.
and we're gonna get him in.
It's
really
going to be
quick.
a solemn interview. All right, what's up, guys? You just watched an excellent battle between Devlin and Cameron, our 1 and 2 seeds for the championship. Devlin, of course, was with us and took the trophy. However, with us now in a post-game interview is, of course, our boy, unfortunately, second place, Cam. So, Cam,
Hey, what's up, guys?
first question. Losing's never fun. Where'd it go wrong for you today, you think?
So, I would say the biggest mistake was throwing Gallade in and him doing literally nothing. Because a lot of my strategy revolved around... basically, I had 2 Pokemon that had substitute. And the idea was, since my team is so physically heavy rather than special, the idea was to switch it on Corsola and then substitute, because then they can't be Willowed or Strength Sap.
Yeah.
And I actually got that idea from you, Jack, after watching the video that you had against me.
See, that I think, honestly, if we're going to say where you went wrong, it was probably trying to use one of my strategies.
No, I mean, it was definitely a good strategy, but I also forgot about Infiltrator, which I did.
Yeah,
I counted
that
for
was huge.
Infiltrator
So,
in my battle with Devlin, but I didn't have
let me
it.
ask you this: if having Galarade get one shot was one of your biggest problems, what did you see coming? Because I feel like to us watching the foul play was, I don't want to say obvious, but it was definitely a pretty forward risk that you were taking. Like, you had to have at least kind of seen that coming, right?
Yeah, because the foul play plays off your attack stat.
Yeah. Did you think you would survive the hit to get your move off, or?
So I expected the foul play to be resisted since Galade's psychic fighting, but I think that foul play just takes into account the attack damage and doesn't care about the typing. I guess I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, so foul play is super effective against psychic, but it's not very effective against fighting, and so it just comes out as a neutral hit.
Right.
So,
Wow, well,
and
I
I'm
forgot my
assuming your
basic
Gallade
things.
was like max attack plus attack nature,
Yes.
something like that,
Yes.
and so
Yeah, it was.
it just kind of whacked
He
it.
wasn't. But I also didn't have any other good switch-ins to your Umbreon. It was basically get a safe switch-in for Gallade and go from there.
Yeah. So a big thing for me was predicting the Ice Beam from
Gastrodon.
Oh, when you left your Toxapex in?
No,
No,
you switched to Umbreon instead of Serena.
Yeah.
Because that was a pretty obvious Serena switch, and the Ice Beam would have killed.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I actually don't think I was going that direction because this was when. Wait a minute. Was Serena already in when I ice beamed?
No,
No.
you switched in on either
Did you have
Umbreon or Corsola, I think. And so I decided to go out to Serena. No, I decided to not go. So it had to have been Corsola was in against your Gastrodon, and I think you predicted a Serena switch in because you thought I was going to hit you with Power Whip, but I went to Umbreon instead and wished up, just letting you knock off some damage with Life Orb.
Yeah.
So I want to go back before we end this little post-game interview. I know it's probably stings to talk about the loss, but I want to talk about, Devlin had the opportunity to give us a pregame. Did he bring what you thought he would bring? And what were the unexpected strategies from him? What did you expect compared to what we saw?
So it was almost exactly what I thought he was going to bring, except I predicted Steelix over Noivern. Although Noivern's like a super good pick, so I really don't blame him for going the way that he did. I could see him maybe bringing it instead of Umbreon, but Umbreon...
So question number 2 is, why did you leave Haggis on the bench? Why did you leave Whimsicott out?
Because Devlin was telling us that Whimsicott was what he was worried about the most.
Oh, really? I was worried about Steelix the most, so I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I left out Steelix just because I was worried about your Gastrodon, and I knew if Gastrodon hit it, it was just lights out for Steelix. And a lot of my, a lot of your pokes are physically, strong, but I just don't think, I'm not good with Steelix. I'm not a good setup, I'm not a good curse setup, heavy slam, body press kind of guy, or gyro ball. And so I just didn't really think it would go that well. And so I picked Umbreon instead because I could taunt your Shuckle. And, I don't know. Steelix hasn't done as much for me this season as I thought it would, so I left it on the bench. And I actually brought a Focus Sash. And I brought a Focus Sash Noivern because I was expecting a Noivern versus Whimsicott lead for both of us. And so I was either gonna Focus Sash and live your Moonblast, or we were both gonna set up Tailwind, and the next turn I would be faster than you because I was max speed, timid, and so I was faster than Whimsicott with Tailwind on both sides, and so I was just expecting to try and outplay your Whimsicott, but you ended up not bringing it, so Umbreon was just an Infiltrator user.
That's true, and I wasn't sure if Whimsicott would be effective because I expected your Umbreon to be especially defensive since you have such good physical walls with Corsola and
Toxapex.
And I also think that so the way that I set up each battle is I write down the weaknesses of every one of your Pokemon, and the only offensive moves that Whimsicott really gets is Moonblast and Giga Drain, which you have no grass weaknesses.
Yeah.
And you only have 2 fairy weaknesses, being Umbreon and Noivern. I didn't think I'd be able to cut through Umbreon much, assuming you'd be specially defensive. And Noivern's base speed is 7 higher than Whimsicott's, and my Whimsicott's also a modest one.
Yeah, that's
So
what I was going to ask.
either.
I was going to ask what set your Whimsicott was running. Because actually, a modest Whimsicott, or a max special attack Whimsicott, I think does almost 40-45% on Umbreon. So I think you could have chunked Umbreon pretty hard if you had brought Whimsicott. But obviously, I mean, you planned, and maybe you just didn't think the 40% was worth it or whatever it was.
Cam?
Yeah.
Good match, good season. Final thoughts before we get out of here?
I want to thank you and Trevor for putting this together. I
it.
think that there's no half measure here. I think that you're like, we're gonna make YouTube videos for it, and you put together the draft, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. It got me really excited about it. I was using I made my own logo and shit because I was so excited about it.
Clearly, I'm actually glad you brought that up, because clearly the reason why me and Trevor came in 5th and 6th place is obviously all the work that we put into the videos. We didn't have time to think of all these great strats, so I'm glad you brought that up, Cam.
Would you like to hear my draft power rankings? Right after the draft happened, I made a guess on who would be where, not based off of their play style, but based off of their draft. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Yeah,
You're talking for
please.
season 1, right?
Yeah, season one. I've started making one for the doubles draft as well. But I think that Trevor had the best draft out of all of us by far.
See, I thought that too.
And he stopped bringing some of his star players. He won his first couple matches, dropped Orbital, and never brought him back.
Yeah, and he has so many good things on there. Like he has spin blockers. Like it's always important to have a ghost type on your team. The Gengar would also be a check to Trick Room because he can imprison with Trick Room. Morpeko carries Rapid Spin. Like he can dual screen with Orbeetle. You can sweep with Orbeetle if you want to get wild, but Orbeetle has
Oh,
a
Calm
lot of
Mind action.
weaknesses. Yeah. But then after that, I would say Devlin had the next best draft, and then you, Jack. I think you had the next best one, and then me.
You know, it
and
was
then...
I really underused a lot of my Pokemon because there was the lack of strategic thought. I think Trick Room Hatterene probably should have played a bigger role.
Yeah,
But I think I
and
appreciate that comment. I appreciate that power ranking. Sorry I didn't live up to it.
Oh no. I think that if we were doing Dynamaxing, which for this season I voted against, but for doubles I voted for. If we were Dynamaxing, I think that you would have like smurfed on us because you could use
D-Max Gyarados is
Yeah.
incredible.
And see, I would
It's
have
nuts.
D-Max Charizard. I would have loved that.
Yes, yeah. So that would have been nuts. And unfortunately, like the Gyarados that you brought most of the time, your shiny one had Intimidate instead of Moxie, and I feel
Yeah.
like that also cost you a couple times. But then I actually put John Henry's draft at the bottom because I think that he drafted well by picking his S pick last. But then I looked at the Pokemon on his team and I was like, nah, this is gonna be the easiest battle. Well, he fucking showed me, so
And
Yeah, he beat you down.
I think he beat me like. I think I maybe took away 2 of his Pokemon in like the battle I did better in, but the rest of them
Can't
he
be excited
obliterated
for
me.
season 2, starting next week.
I'm stoked for it. I think that I had the best draft this time, and part of
You
that
know,
might be.
one of our...
I thought the same thing actually.
I kind of did too, despite, my comments on my team, because always I'm going to hype myself up. But one of our YouTube commenters actually gave you the thumbs up for best draft.
Correct.
All
Did you see
right.
that?
I don't know if
you
you
go
saw
look
that
at
or
the
not.
Video, one of our fans decided that you had the best draft.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Which, I mean, it's
for
hard to
yourself for
argue
that.
with, honestly, but we'll see how it plays out, sir.
And
Well,
just one last
and-
thing from me. It's funny that I think it just goes to show a difference in perspective and like styles of how we play and how we prepare for other teams. But in my head, JH was last in my opinion. But in my head, Jack was second to last just because I don't like the Pokemon he picked. And so like I just didn't know how to use them. And that's probably ignorance on my part. But I honestly thought you had like third or fourth.
Yeah, I put me fourth.
No, the season 1
The
scratch.
singles? I don't know.
But I'm with you. I think Trevor had the best team.
I was just so squishy. My team was squishy, I thought.
Yeah.
And the fact
Yeah.
that I
Well-
did not prepare very much because school got in the way.
And you were drunk half the time.
And I was drunk half the time.
Hey, that is not an excuse.
And I don't use any,
That's an
I
advantage.
just come
Using
into the battle
PDs
with my
over
own
there.
knowledge.
Here comes
you
the
know?
harp.
Well, no. I don't use any of the stuff that everyone else uses. No big
Alright.
deal.
No, good season,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good season.
Thanks for watching the
Season one.
videos. Cam,
Jack-
well played, sir.
Jack, real quick.
Yeah, thanks for a good
I
match,
think
man.
that- yeah, thank you, Devlin.
So
You
we got some changes
you
coming
drastically
for
improved
season
between our first
2,
and second
actually.
battle.
Yeah, go
What
ahead.
was that?
You drastically improved between our first and second battle.
Oh,
Like-
dude, my biggest thing in game 1 was not having a double A counter. Not having Umbreon Bread by week 1 hurt me so much.
Yeah, that's a
Which
good
is why
point.
we did season 2 so soon, so everyone had 3 weeks because it starts next weekend. So, hope
Right.
everybody's ready. See you guys in the next one.
See you, Cam.
See you, man.